Ladies and gentlemen of Cincinnati, man, thank you for joining me. I'm here to talk about one battle after another, starring Leo, Benicio del Toro, Tiana Taylor, Regina Hall. Um, I've got the daughters. I mean, those are the known people. Those are people actually. The movie was. I ain't gonna lie. First about 20 minutes, I was gonna cut it off because there was a running joke on the internet that I saw, and I was like, that ain't really the theme of it. It was this starvation, this hunger for the fetish for black women. And I was like, what the fuck? Like you could like something, but but Sean Penn's character was damn near drooling, and having a disgusting sexual and I was like, dude, calm down. Like, no, love it, but damn, and then Leo was with crazy ass Tiana Taylor's character. She had a whack ass name too. That name was what was her name? Perfidia Beverly Hills. It had to be a nickname. That's what it. Oh, that's what it was. Probably a code name or something. It was a horrible name. It was a horrible name. And Leo was with her, and they're revolutionaries, and they're blowing up stuff, and they're in a truck together. She's like, "Tell everybody you love black women. Say it." He's like, "I love." Oh. And I was like, "Are you for the revolution, or you just doing whatever the hell she said?" He had no anger towards her when you found out what she did, and he should. There's two reasons. There's two things that she did to violate. Number one, she cheated on him. They're supposed to be together. They ain't husband and wife. They're boyfriend and girlfriend. And as far as they never called her. They never called her his wife. The second thing was she ratted on everybody. So there shouldn't be no. That's double. There shouldn't be no longing or all that stuff for her because she's a horrible person. And he was fine with it. He was heartbroken. This Tiana Taylor's character was one of the worst mothers in cinema history. Worst mother, worst girlfriend in cinema history. One of them. And she slept with the enemy. Let him finish inside of her. And had a baby with the enemy. I, so they try to show the fetish of the white dudes. But did she have a fetish? Because she got with Leo and she immediately get with Sean Penn. Why the hell Sean Penn's character, the Lockjaw, looked like uh RJ? Wow, what's his name? RF, yeah, RFK. He looked like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I was like, why does he kind of look like him? It's kind of weird. Um, hey, shout out to Benicio del Toro. He was just kicking it. He just kicked it. Did his, you know he got that aura where he just be like how some actors can just read a telephone book or something. He's like, oh, that's interesting. Oh, yes, that's wise. That's what his character was. He was just like, hey, chill out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And then he was like, well, this is my end of my journey. Go ahead and do what you got to do. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, you ain't going to go the rest of the way. He's like, yeah, I'm done. And I was like, that's it. Um, because he was being a distraction. But I'm tell you right now, if I'm be distracted from my friends, I ain't going to jail for him. Hey, you better pick another distraction. Regina Hall was really good in it for the limited time that we got her. But the thing that was wild about this movie is all these characters that helped Bob, aka Leonardo DiCaprio, find his daughter. It didn't matter. Like he didn't check to try to find Benicio after he got arrested. He didn't check and see what happened to Deidre, Regina Hall's character. She was going to federal prison. He ain't looking for none of them. And did they have to? And the confusing thing to me was at the end of the movie, did they have to relocate? Or they just living their normal life. I'm like, wait a minute, dude, you're a known bomber. At the very least, your daughter don't have to go to prison. Your daughter didn't do anything wrong except to the end. Because to the end, she was defending herself, but was she? Because technically, she should go to prison for murder. Because she asked to do the code word and he didn't say it, and she had a gun on him. So he pulled his gun with the gun on him. So technically, even though he was a bad guy under the code of law, she might be going to prison. But at the same time, Hey, I didn't care because he was a bad guy. So I was just like, okay, okay. It was just like an adventure. It was just like they found us. We got to escape, and then they went back home. A friend of mine, shout out to Fred, he said, "Man, from the trailer, it looked like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something like that." And I told him like, it ain't. It ain't. This is his own thing. I don't know what this is. And full disclosure, I literally, I'm gonna pull it up right now. I don't even know if I've seen any Paul Thomas Anderson movies, and I know that he's known to be making weird, odd, crazy things. But at the very least, I'm aware of that. Let me see. I've seen Boogie Nights. Weird movie. Interesting, but weird. I've seen The Master. I like The Master. So I've seen 2 movies by him. Now 3. I liked it'll probably go Master than Boogie Nights. I didn't look when Boogie Nights came out, I was like still in like grade school. So I saw it years and years later and I thought it was solid. I never saw There Will Be Blood though. I gotta watch There Will Be Blood because I heard it's excellent. That's one thing I gotta watch. I know. The movie's shot beautiful. Yeah, actors in it. It just the way it came together was just, I get it. The theme of the movie is fight against borders. No borders. No borders. That's the theme of the movie. Fight against borders and white supremacy. That's it. Some people might say it's a political movie. I don't really do politics on my channel. I really don't. So, I take it as a neutral observer, and that's where they wanted to go. I think this movie will appeal to whoever's on that side, and it will repel anybody who's on the opposite side. If you're in the middle, I don't know. Like Tiana, back to her. Tiana Taylor's character was such a horrible mom, and she was like, she. That's what it was. She had postpartum. That's what it was. She had postpartum depression. That was one thing. Also, she kind of she crazy. She's crazy because there was a scene where she was pregnant, and Leonardo DiCaprio was like, she's carrying on like she's not pregnant. And they said, and then when she woke up, there was all this liquor and everything around her, and I'm just looking like, are they saying she's drinking and smoking? And then her grandma was like, "Yeah, you're not right. You're not right for her because we're revolutionaries." Yeah, but she's an absentee mom. She's not going to be there, and she's wild and she's horrible. And was that a warning about that? Because that revolutionary stuff. Okay, are you a good parent? Because the only reason I'm asking because they showed it in the movie. I wouldn't know. Normally, I think revolutionaries. I ain't thinking about their parental background. And when she left, he fell apart. He fell apart. He was a bum. A bum. A bum. Uh, was this movie wasn't interesting enough for me to be like, I go like this. I can not like a movie, but is it a conversation starter? Maybe in politics, I guess. But it's as in like when you're watching a movie, you're trying to figure out characters, what would you do, and all this stuff. I don't, eh. Um, I tell you, this movie about the revolution looked like the revolution failed. Oh, they need a regime. They need a regime change in the revolution. That what they need. Cause it was televised and it did not have a good showing. Well, I'm Cincinnati man. Thank you for joining me. Um, on the channel, I watch, review, get my thoughts on movies, television, music. I just did Geese. This band called Geese. My friend Hunter drove me nuts about. I just released a Smashing Machine review or my thoughts. Smashing Machine. There was something else I did. The last 3 things that 4 things I released. Him, but when the doctor said it will take between weeks and years for him to get better, ain't nobody taking that quarterback. There ain't nobody taking that quarterback. Because all it takes one hit and you're done. The only quarterback that ain't gonna allow him with a traumatic brain injury right now is Tua from Miami Dolphins, and apparently Jackson Dart is headed that direction. I mean, for real. Let's keep it real now. Like at first, I was mad. Like they won't let no quarterback with a brain injury. Apparently, there's still some old school remnants of letting people play with brain injuries and stuff like that. I don't know why. The Bob Dylan delivered me from nowhere. I did not think the movie was going to be good, and I really liked the movie. let me get it out of the way right now. I really like the movie, and this movie clearly shows you a certain form of depression, almost like a crippling fear. The number one thing that pissed me off about this movie is how he treated Faye, but he was depressed. Look, I understand you want to hang out with her from time to time, but you don't want to get too close to anybody. Then don't meet the kid. She got a kid. The Smashing Machine, starring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's okay. Let's start with the positives. Okay, well, let's get right to it. My issues with the movie, we didn't really get to know him. I mean, what we get was he's a super nice guy and calm and hello. Now please have some medicine. This movie really hurts itself because it's not about fighting. It's not about him really dealing with the addiction. It's about him being in a bad relationship. I looked up the real Dawn and she has it in her bio like, hey, I'm known from the Smashing Machine. I'm like, do you really want to? I don't know. Is that a good portrayal? And and the Geese album. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Cincinnati Man. Oh wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Friend Hunter has drove me nuts about this for like a month straight. I know nothing about these guys, so remember the song is Trinidad. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to take this turn. Hey, get out your car. That's a crazy lyric, but it's very poetic. They're getting killed by a pretty good life. Wow. I released all of them yesterday, and now I'm about to release this one. I will be seeing the Predator movie, even though I'm really apprehensive about seeing a Predator movie because it'd be like somebody telling me, "Hey, just Die Hard movies PG-13." I'd be like, "What? Like, why was it a Rambo movie's PG-13?" I'm like, "It's Predator. Why is it PG-13?" But it is what it is. So I will see you on the next one, and also I will be watching the Bengals game. Bengals versus Patriots. Why? Every last 3 or 4 streams, I'm like, I'm gonna quit. I'm done. And I keep coming back. I shouldn't. Okay, now take care and bye bye.